Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back for another video. Woo. We got 60 legends that they don't tell you about. For one, this is the 60s. I can't begin to tell you about legends from the 60s that I can think of that are one of my favorites. So besides, like, did Whip play in the 60s or was it 70s? It's been a long day, man. But we just gonna get right to the video, man. So enough chit chatting, get to watching. Let's go.
The NBA in the 1960s featured
Oh,
some of the most legendary
Bill
basketball
Bill
players to ever
Russell.
live. With that being said, some players from that era built up such a legacy for themselves that they've overshadowed some of the other talented greats of that
Nate
time.
Thurman.
Players that still get talked about frequently are legends like Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain,
Yeah.
Jerry West, Elgin Baylor,
Yeah.
Oscar Robertson,
Yeah.
John Havlicek,
Yeah.
and Bob Pettit.
Yeah.
But some aren't quite as popular as
Oh,
their greatness has
you
become
see that
overlooked
speed? He was
as time
shifty.
has gone on. Today, we're evaluating those overlooked legends of the 60s as we analyze what made them special
Boy was
and learn
cut.
more about an era frequently taken for granted. First off, Walt Bellamy. He was a strong
Oh.
6'11 center who played for numerous franchises throughout his career. He was incredibly athletic, very quick, and a quality mid-range shooter, especially for a big man. As an elite scorer and rebounder, he broke out into the league as
The only way I remember this player because he was on 2K as one of the legends players you can pick whatever you can play with.
an immediate
Yeah.
superstar. Just how good was he as a rookie? Well, let me put it this way. If it wasn't for Wilt Chamberlain, you could
Damn,
make a legitimate
snatchable,
argument that Walt Bellamy had the greatest rookie season in NBA history. In his debut season with the Chicago Packers, he averaged 31.6 points,
Damn.
19 rebounds, and 2.7 assists on a league-leading 51.9% from the field. When people say that Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell didn't have much competition at the position, remember that not only did they have to play each other, but they had to
to
match up
play against
against
Walt.
Walt Bellamy 10 times a season, not even including the playoffs. He never broke
Damn,
through
10
and won an
times a season.
NBA championship, but he was the 1962 Rookie of the Year, made 4 All-Star teams, and is an NBA Hall of Famer. Second is Nate
Nate Thurman.
This man is one of the most underrated big men of league history, as the 6'11 center was drafted in the 1963 draft by the San Francisco Warriors.
That man hairline pushed back like a rap album.
He was built like a tank, which helped him
Damn.
dominate the boards. During a 4-season stretch, he averaged over 20 rebounds per game, yet didn't win any rebounding titles due to Chamberlain and Russell hogging
Yeah,
all
of
them.
course.
He was a consistent 20-20 player while also locking down big men defensively, as he made a total of 5 all-defense teams during his career. He was an all-around force on the court, and nothing may better prove that than this next point. In the history of the NBA, only a total of 4 players have achieved the rare quadruple-double, and Nate Thurmond is one of them.
Only 4
He did it
players.
in 1974 as a member of the Chicago Bulls.
He played for the
when he
Bulls?
dropped 22 points, 14 rebounds, 13 assists, and 12 blocks on 67%
Damn.
shooting. The thing is, blocks and steals were not a recorded stat until the 1973-74 season, which means that Thurman spent the first 10 seasons of his career without his blocks and steals being tracked.
That's
By
crazy.
the time he officially achieved the quadruple-double, it was well after his prime years, so it's quite likely that this was a feat that Thurman did several times. Not only is he underrated, but he's consistently disrespected, being frequently referred to as a plumber that Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell took advantage of.
A plumber.
I'm not sure how many of you young viewers have had a plumber show up to your home, but I have, and they're not 6'11", and they don't look like this.
No.
Next is Jack Twyman. Jack was a 6'6 small forward who began his career in 1955 as a member of the Royals, and he remained with the Royals until his retirement in 1966. Twyman was an incredibly efficient scorer as he led the league in field goal percentage in 1958, which is a feat that's normally achieved by centers. He was an elite perimeter shooter who probably could have benefited from a three-point line. Even without the line, his scoring reached as high as 31.2
Damn, they
in
was scoring back in the day,
1960.
man. God
Although
damn.
he is in the Hall of Fame, his legacy goes under the radar,
he-
mostly due to the
he
fact
is or
that
he
he's
isn't?
almost always played with a below-average supporting cast, and didn't do much winning as a result. Fourth up is Jerry Lucas.
Jerry Lucas.
The 6'8" power
No, I know
forward
him.
was one of the greatest rebounding forwards of league history, as he averaged over 19 boards per game over the course
Damn,
of
he
his
averaged
first 6
19
seasons
and
in the
19.
league. He was also incredibly efficient, shooting 49.9% from the field over the course of his career, which is way more efficient than it sounds, considering the fact that he did it in the 1960s when shooting percentages were generally much lower league-wide. Lucas is a Hall of Famer, a 7-time All-Star, a 5-time All-NBA player, a Rookie of the Year winner, and he won the NBA championship as a role player with the historically great 1973 New York Knicks. Next is Hal Greer.
Hal Greer. Oh, I
Greer
forgot
is
about
one of
him.
Wilt Chamberlain's greatest teammates that you rarely hear about. The 6'2" shooting guard was a great ball handler and had one of the purest and fundamentally sound jump shots of the 1960s. He loved to play in transition and was a solid finisher around the rim as well. He was a 10-time All-Star, made 7 All-NBA teams, and he was the second best player on the 1967 Philadelphia 76ers, who won 68 games in the regular season and went on to win the NBA
Damn,
championship.
68 games.
In those finals, it wasn't Chamberlain who was the leading scorer, but it was actually
What is that on his leg? What the hell? Is that the pat?
Hal Greer, who put up 26 points, 8 rebounds, and 6.2 assists in a 6-game series. Although most basketball fans, including myself, believe that Bill Russell had more help than Wilt Chamberlain, it would be extremely disrespectful to Hal Greer to suggest that Chamberlain didn't have a significant amount of help. Next up is Lenny Wilkens.
Lenny Wilkens.
Wilkens is probably most commonly known for his great coaching career, but he was a fantastic
I
player as well.
sure forgot about
The
him.
6'1" point guard was known for being an artist with the basketball, as he had a unique ability to finish around the basket, and he was one of the best distributors in the
Hey,
league,
left-handed?
as he was consistently among the game's league leaders in assists per game. He got as high as 22.4 points per game and 9.6 assists per game.
Oh, that's
He
pretty
never
good.
won the NBA championship, but he did help his St. Louis Hawks reach the NBA Finals in 1961,
St.
where they
Louis
were
Hawks.
defeated by Bill Russell's Celtics. In total, he made 9 All-Star teams and is a member of the Basketball Hall of Fame. Lastly is Sam Jones, Bailey Howell, and Tommy Heinsohn. These
I don't
three
know
are
Bailey
undefeated
Howell, but I
Celtics
know the other
legends,
two.
and the great Bill Russell wouldn't be anywhere close to his 11 rings if it wasn't for them. Although he was a legend with a GOAT-worthy resume,
Hey.
Russell was rarely the best offensive player on his own team, and he had the luxury of focusing his game on his defense and rebounding, while guys like Sam Jones, Tom Heinsohn, and Bailey Howell did the heavy lifting offensively. Sam Jones was a 6'4" shooting guard who won 10 championships as a member of the Boston Celtics. He could get hot quickly, and he loved his baseline jumpers. He led his
What's that?
Celtics in scoring in 5 separate seasons, and they won the championship in 4 of those seasons, including the 1965 season where he averaged 25.9 points on 45.2% shooting. Tommy Heinsohn and Bailey Howell were both power forwards, who were similar in their skill set and production. Heinsohn held down the position for the Celtics from 1956 to 1964.
Who see that jump
and
shot?
he poured in 19.2 points over that stretch. Bailey took over where he left off and held down the power forward spot from 1966 to 1970, putting in 18 points and 8.4 rebounds on 48% shooting over that stretch.
the
When
pull
you
up.
consider all of the tremendous weapons
Oh,
the Celtics
man.
had throughout that decade, it comes as no surprise that they were able to win so many championships. So what do you guys think? Are these guys better than people recognize, or are they just plumbers like much of social media likes to claim? Let me know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching as always. Make sure to like and subscribe for more basketball
That's a
content.
nice
and I'll
video.
see you guys in the next video.
That was a nice video, man. That's really informative. Really informative. Oh, a lot of those guys I forgot about. I forgot about Hal Greer. Forgot about Sam Jones. Forgot about there was Bob Pettit, Lenny Wilkens. I forgot about all those guys. But let me know what y'all think about this video, man. Subscribe if you're new. Any more video ideas you got for me? Let me know. Drop down in the comment section below, and I will make it for you guys. So until next time, boy, keep smooth. I'm out.